you killed this shit.
Yeah, what's happening? And you are tuned in to another episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling. You with your boys, the 4C boys in the building. And no, don't change this channel. Yes, that is Jose Quabo in disguise. Now, we'll introduce our special guest in just a second. Hey man, Jay Will, what's happening, man? How you doing?
What's good, Mom? We back, baby. Another episode, another week of wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
baby.
sir. Yes, sir. You know it. You know it. And of course, we got the one and only royalty himself, King Mel, in the building. How you do it?
I'm good. I like this new Jose Quavo, man. He got shades on like Ma. He already not making no jokes, man. I like this guy. Hey, producer, can we keep him?
And of course, I'm your host, Wild Kamar, and I'm going to introduce our special guest from the BWO. He is 1/3 of the Elbow Drop podcast, the one and only $1 trillion Trev. What's happening with you, Trev?
What's up? Yeah,
Hey.
you guys came and you invaded the elbow drop the other day. Had to come return the favor.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let the people know where they can find you at, Trev, man.
Like you said, on the Elbow Drop podcast over at the BWO, you can find us there.
Plug
I
your
make music.
Man. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I make music as the artist For Clarity. I don't know if anybody that watches this is going to want to listen to it, but you can go check it out and find out. That's For Clarity, FOR, Clarity. Everyone gets confused and thinks I mean the number for some reason, which I guess on here would specifically be something that I got to clear up. But I'm out everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you want.
That's what's
Check
up.
it out.
That's what's up. And before we get started to our wrestling talk, please do us a favor. Go on over to 613 Faye Productions YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe. Spread the word what we got going on. Hit that bell notification. Let you know every time we drop some new content. Hey, and you'll enjoy all the content we got going on 613 Faye Productions on Mondays. We got the My GM WWE 2K24 show hosted by Mike T. 4C Boys. We think we could book a show, so we combine the video game with wrestling, and there you go. You got one of the dopest shows out there. That's on Mondays. On Sunday, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the top 5 moments in wrestling with your man King Mel. On Saturdays, of course, you got the Man Cave Sports Podcast, and hey, you got us, the 4C Boys, in the Four Corners of Wrestling, the wrestling podcast made from wrestling fans for wrestling fans. So let's get down to business and talk some wrestling. So Trev, so we can get to know you and the audience get to know you, just a couple of questions, man. What made you get into wrestling, man?
Hold on, Ma, before you ask him the first question. Mel, I heard what you said. Could we replace him? I've already tried to talk to Trev before to get him on the show, but you know them elbow podcast people, they get really sensitive.
They get sensitive.
Over
Hey, look, I'm not gonna speak for none of them, but we'll just say my contract's a little open right now. So maybe we can have some talks here after that.
I'm about to say we'll have some talks. If it's not the Four Corner Boys, we'll give you Yamcha.
Hey, it's podcast draft week this week, We'll see where we end up.
We don't draft over here. We just take.
Okay.
Yeah, we took Wildcard Mark. We didn't draft him. We just took King Mel. We didn't draft him either. So if we take you, pause. No Diddy. We're not gonna, you might just pop up on the Elbow podcast again one time when we do a hostile takeover. So
oh, they'd love that.
Oh, we already did it. You missed it last week.
Oh, I saw. I'm just saying that they'd love it if I pop up with you all.
Yeah, I already got my allegiance question by Bone. So,
hey, I already talked to Big Meech already. So BMF, you already know, falls up. I'm trying to tell you, you better get that. Hey, man.
Anyway,
Shout out R-Truth.
Y'all wow. Nah, Trev, just to get to know you, man, and the audience get to know you, man. What got you into wrestling, my guy?
I kind of actually started in the dark ages. My older brother was a Attitude Era fan, in and out, lived and breathed it. And back in like 2013, I moved in with him. I was starting to go to college, and he just had it on all the time. So I started watching with him then. And we'll just say this year I went to WrestleMania and he didn't. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Trev was at Mania. We linked up. I was there. Of course, Mel was there. Quabo was there. Jay Will was pussyfooting around, and he didn't make it there, but it's all right. It's all right. Next year, right? Vegas, right, fellas? Vegas? Yeah, yeah.
fingers crossed.
That's what I'm trying to be. I'm
Nah,
gonna
for real.
gamble and watch some wrestling.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Hey, just one more quick question, and then we'll get to the group session. What are you enjoying right now of wrestling that's really been grabbing your eye? That's that you think has just absolutely been top tier work. That's been like, yo, this is fire. Go ahead and drop a couple. If you got a couple, or a singular thing that's been kind of catching your attention, go ahead.
I mean, well, the two main things I watch wrestling for, I'm a story person.
Hmm.
Uh, like I'll pick story over wrestling most of the time. And WWE the past year, and especially the past couple months, has just been killing it with that. Like, I think that's what's putting them above everyone else, is just like they put so much work into that. Every week there's new stuff going on. And number two is I'm like the Punk fan of the BWO. And CM Punk has been on fire with Drew, especially this past Raw, killing it.
Yeah, he has.
So
He has. So as we get into some conversations, we definitely like to approach this podcast as wrestling fans and talk wrestling. But there are some things that usually happen in the wrestling community that's kind of, borderlines, rather certain borders. And your boy Tony Khan, fellas. It's not the fact that he, pulled Andy Kaufman and kind of, was doing the work and wearing the neck brace at the draft. He has some interesting comments to say while he was getting interviewed. He referred to AEW as the Pepsi and the big bad WWE competition as the Harvey Weinstein. So very, you know. So Trev, man, when you heard it, man, what was like, whoa, whoa? What was your thoughts when Tony uttered those words out of his mouth, man?
what kind of comparison even is that? Like, we're Pepsi and they're Harvey Weinstein. Like, what does that mean? This man has just been on a downward spiral for years, but he's completely losing his entire company right now. And I think he just wants any type of relevance he can get and any shots that he can try to take at the competition, he's going to, just to try to stay afloat, because he thinks that's what'll help. And I think we can all tell it's not helping, and it's really just making him look worse.
Mm, mm. King Mel, talk to us, man.
Well, to be honest with you, I kind of agree, but I kind of disagree with Tony. The Harvey Weinstein part, I think that was a shot at Vince.
Yeah.
I don't really see it at WWE no more, but that was a quick shot at Vince. But Vince is gone now. So we in a new era. That's what WWE is preaching. A new era. So hey, that's what we gotta focus on, Tony. Keep wearing your neck brace, feel better. Maybe you'll come down off of that high after you took that neck bump. You'll be all right.
Hey, I appreciate the dedication, though. I appreciate the dedication. Oh man, Jay Will, jump in here, man. What's your thoughts?
So I agree with both parts on certain ways. So like to Mel's point, Vince not even there no more. Like we've pretty much it's been established that Vince is not really involved anymore. Like so like I get it. Like yeah, like if you want to bring that if Tony Khan wants to bring up the checkered history of WWE, cool. You have a valid point, but like low key, you gotta we gotta be at a point. Most wrestling fans are gonna look at it as where we are current.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are with it. We not they kind of not really with none of that stuff to what we see, but Tony, yeah, that's tough. That's a heavy statement to make. That's yikes.
Yeah, it was definitely out of pocket. I can say that. But to Trev's point, it does. I mean, we're talking about it right now. That does give him a little bit of, a quick little 15 minutes of, let's talk about Tony. But I mean, I think it goes to the part of what he's doing and also what they're doing over there with some of the storytelling, as in with the EVPs, Matt and Nicholas and Okada and now King's homeboy, Jungle Boy, kind of telling their story right now. So they're kind of doing their own little, I guess, D-Generation X type storyline, Buck at the Authority type little situation right now. And he's playing his part in it. He's doing his watered down version of VKM. So I mean, hey,
Are you still calling him Jungle Boy? He not
no, he's going by Jack Perry now.
just Jack Perry.
He
Okay.
is the GOAT. The GOAT. All right? The GOAT.
So
Like a
like
goat.
there is one thing that Trev said that just came back to my mind. He said like, he was in charge. Like, when has it ever been that Tony Khan was really in charge? Like, yeah, we know he doing all that. We doing all the money flipping. But
Yeah.
like, when was he control? Like, was he really in control of the stories? Was he really in control? That's what I've been trying to figure out for a long time. Because it don't feel like it. Because some of these plans, yeah,
Well,
I'm saying.
I mean, they still kind of a new company. We gotta give them a benefit of the doubt. They only been around for 5 years. Let's relax. They allowed to make some mistakes.
Wild card Mark, let me play producer for a second. You should ask the question. When do we let go of that? This is a new company logic.
hey, you got a point. I mean, so here's my thing. I think
Play producer better than you book.
Oh, shots fired. No. To your point, Jay. Well, in throwing that question out, and Mel and Trev jump in here at any point in time. I think at this juncture, you still, yeah, they may be 5 years in the game, but let's look at who they had at EVPs. They were never big names in sports and entertainment, so they're trying to do sports and entertainment, and it's a lane that you're not 100% comfortable in. We gotta remember, like, this is, they've been a whole bunch of independent wrestlers coming together, bro. You know what I'm saying? How do you expect independent wrestlers to come together and run a sports and entertainment company?
I
That's
mean,
it's two different things.
they was doing great to begin with when they was beating NXT every week.
No, Mel. Who was
Let's,
winning that? No, he happens to be the undisputed champion right now.
hey, they was doing great, right?
Led by who?
Okay then, but they was still doing great.
So if they were doing great then how do we give them the excuse that they're new now? Because like
At the
clearly they knew
same
what they were
time, they was
doing 2
still
or 3
new.
years ago.
Yeah.
They was still new. They was giving something to us that we ain't have in a long time. We was getting blood on TV. We was getting pyro. They brought that back. Remember that? Remember when WWE wasn't doing pyro? People was coming out and they were just walking down to the ring. No explosion, no nothing. Just walking.
Hey, Vince got cheap, bro. He was trying to save their budget, dog.
Like, come
Had to pay
on.
that Lesnar money.
Hey, 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 Vince saw that he was gonna have to come off some checks and later down in the future. So he's like, "Yo, I gotta save that money, bro."
I see that.
Hey,
I see that.
hey,
The
yeah.
same guy that was the WWE Undisputed Champion now single-handedly brought back Pyro in wrestling.
But that's exactly. I think that's a huge difference because he knew what sports entertainment was because he was in it.
Okay.
He was trying to teach them guys the game. I mean, you see how the difference is when he's not there.
Hey, we see
See the
it.
difference?
We see it.
Yeah.
But they
So
still they still gotta figure themselves out.
yeah,
Once they figure themselves out and realize we ain't gotta keep fighting WWE, let's just pull a TNA and just let this joint go and focus on ourselves. Once they do that, it'll be all right.
yeah. They do got a couple things that are working for him. One thing that I think we all can agree on that is working for him is Swerve. So give me your thoughts on that. Oh, whose house?
Whose house?
Talk to him, Keith Mill.
The first black AEW world champion and black person to main event a pay-per-view. Yes, I said pay-per-view, not PLE. He was the first to do it in AEW. And look at him. He worked on Dynamite. He had a great match on Collision against, I couldn't believe it, Claudio.
Yeah, yeah,
They tore the house down on Collision.
yeah. I ain't even gonna
So,
cap. That was a dope match. Dope match.
Swerve,
Yeah.
whose house?
Swerve's house.
Hey, so I'm not even gonna say this to like be down on AEW because I know we were just kind of clowning on him some, but I think Swerve is absolutely working in spite of AEW.
Mm.
I feel like they tried to like hold him back a little bit because he wasn't what they wanted, but this man like put everything he had into getting what he wanted and getting that championship, and he did it. I think it was 100% on him, and I think he deserves all the flowers for that. And I hope he has the greatest reign the AEW's ever seen.
Mm.
So
Preach.
how do you feel like they was holding him back?
Because I think that they wanted other people. They were running with MJF and Adam Cole and all that, and Swerve just started getting the popularity. And I think that's why it took him so long from then to now, is because I think they just didn't want him to be the top guy. Not necessarily because they got anything against him either. It's just like these companies have these big plans and stuff. And I think he just said, no, I want that championship. It's my time.
Mm.
And made himself the best he could be until they had no choice but to put him at the top.
Swerve made him swerve.
I mean,
Swerve made him swerve.
Yeah.
at
Jump
the
up
same
here.
time, AEW is the same place that gave him that opportunity to be who we see him as the world champion too.
That's fair.
Which is, but nah, I agree with you
Now
to a
that,
degree. I agree with you, Trev. Nah, you made some good points. I agree with you.
yeah,
But I'm
Trev.
just
That is the
saying,
other side. It's WWE would have just like probably pulled a Zack Ryder and they would have just like taken him off and not let him do nothing.
I mean, we seen in
So
WWE what they did to him when he came to SmackDown. They made
mhm.
Top Dollar the number one guy in Hit Row. And then Hit Row was gone after a week. They was all
What?
released together.
We also got to consider the who was running the show at the time. We really got to consider that because let's be for real. We do know that WWE fumbled a lot of great people, but like you guys said, when you see the elevation, you can absolutely still make a point that yo, I'm pulling these people, I'm getting these numbers. These people are so interested. We are stupid to not take advantage of this moment, and that's where we get a moment like Swerve Strickland getting this title. Like he's deserving of it. Like he's like exactly like we said with the Acclaim. The
Mm-hmm.
Acclaim was massive. Why not put a title on them at the time that they had it? So like they took that was a moment where it was like, all right, cool. We see these people are truly there. Let's go ahead and put a title on them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I am baffled. All three of you guys made great, excellent points on Swerve's journey to where he's at. So it's almost, it's a collection of, Swerve took the opportunity that was given to him by AEW, and he ran with it. And this is when AEW gets it right. we give them credit that they absolutely listen to the fans because Swerve, man, we talked about it last week. He had all them, jokers that couldn't dance and couldn't stand on beat with Nana trying to do the swerve while he's driving, so he had the whole crowd pumping. So, it was a total package that went into it. Swerve doing his thing, and he got right to work. He was working on Dynamite, working on Collision soon after he won the championship. So, he's already showing that, hey, I may be champion, but I'm gonna be present. I'm gonna make sure that, y'all wanted me here in this spot, so I'm gonna make sure, y'all get me and see me. So, hey, shout out to Swerve and them. But let me ask y'all about this. I correct me if I'm wrong. I'm noticing the trend with AEW. They're acquiring talent. Okada, Mercedes Moné, Osprey, and they're putting them right in championship opportunities. Okada already has a belt, the Continental belt. Mercedes is about to fight for the TBS, and Osprey is about to take on what's his name?
Roderick Strong.
Roderick
For the
Strong.
IC title.
Yeah. Do y'all have an issue with, like, soon as these guys come in the door and they're getting, title opportunities? Because from what we remember, I guess the ranking system was supposed to matter.
Yeah. So with Okada, I get the idea why he needs to win the belt because they got Forbidden Door coming up in June.
Mm.
So you know what I mean? He needs the belt, I believe, walking into Forbidden Door because this will be the first time he's on the AEW side, it's the New Japan side.
Valid point. Valid point.
Now, for Osprey, he did build himself up to a point where he can be the champion. He did go against everybody in his own faction. He did go against Daniel Bryan. And he also just won that eliminator match.
Yeah, he did. That's
so
fair. Okay.
He did work his way up to be in a title opportunity.
Okay. Fair
now, Mercedes Moné, shit. Shit. She ain't have a lick of a match. It been promo at the promo at the promo at the promo and a title opportunity. Shit. But it's okay. It's the TBS title.
Nah, that ain't okay, man.
It's okay. It's the TBS
No, it's
title.
not okay.
It's okay. Yes, it's okay. Because you know why? Because maybe she could turn that TBS title into something important, like when Jade Cargill had it. Because at one point, Jay turned that belt into the belt better than the AEW Women's Champion.
Mm.
But hey, I'm ready to see Mercedes Moné wrestle. Double or nothing.
Man, I miss Sasha Banks, man. Trev, jump in here, man.
I agree that I'm ready to see her wrestle. The one thing I don't want to see is her talking. I feel like that's like her weak point, and that's what they keep having her do. But as for the bigger question, specifically with her though, as to whether they all deserve it or not, I feel like all of them specifically coming in are big enough stars outside that it kind of warrants it. Like I don't think there's a lot of women out there right now that aren't in WWE who could walk in and get a title shot and have it not be kind of strange and questionable booking. But I think Mercedes is one that she could have walked in and honestly gone for the top title just with her reputation and everything. So I don't think it's too bad. Also, their ranking system, I feel like I don't think they have a huge hold on it. I don't pay enough attention. Maybe that's like worked out a little bit better. I can't really comment on that, but I don't think they need to be slaves to that ranking system. So if they've got people that are bigger stars that people want to see as champ, that's what you should do.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, you want them to be draws and be bringing people in. You can't say, I can't have any of my top people because I've got this ranking system, so I've got to wait 6 months before I can get anyone that people want to see.
Yeah, yeah. Only reason why I proposed that question is because there was a point in time where they made it seem like it mattered. Now it kind of doesn't. Now it did, and now it doesn't. So it's like, as wrestling fans, it's like, as wrestling fans, let's be honest. I don't give a damn about ranking systems. Do y'all?
I,
I find it interesting. I find it interesting.
I think the stats are fun.
Like, yeah, this person won this many matches this year, or like the ranking, who's the top rank of the week, power ranking. But then at the same time, if you're not gonna follow it, why have it?
Mhm.
Just why have it?
I do think Trev has a point where the simple fact of like you can for people who like to predict things, like they can see how many losses a person had before you be like, all right, they're about to come up on a big win that will outshadow how many losses that they've had. Someone could make that point, but I think I do see the major flaw in that system because what does it really matter when we still consider it as a scripted show?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Here's one thing that, and I don't know if y'all agree with it, but one thing that I'm kind of not enjoying over in AEW is this learning tree, a new moniker that has been added to Chris Jericho along with the 8 million other monikers that he has had. He won the FTW championship over Hook at Dynasty, and he comes back out with a new moniker, the Learning Tree. How much are you going to learn from this tree, King Mail?
I don't know, man. I don't know. This guy, I don't know. This Jericho Vortex thing is crazy. Like, I just don't know. Like, this man is literally, we're begging this man. Fans are begging this man to retire. And then now you see Big Bill out there. Big Bill was just a tag team champion a few months ago. And now look, oh yeah, I want to learn under Jericho. What Jericho's going to teach you? When you're about to achieve something, he going to beat you? You could beat me on Dynamite, but then when it comes to the pay-per-view, I got to beat you? Like, that's pretty much what happens with Jericho, so I don't know.
It's a whole mess. Jay will jump in here, man.
The one thing I learned is there's a new number of days that I think he should have retired because it's
Does it reset
exhausting.
every week? Does it reset every week?
It's exhausting because like I don't know of many people who will sit here and say that they look forward to a Chris Jericho match. And let's stand on circumstance with the simple fact that like no matter how much work you have done that has been amazing, the longer you drag out your career, the worse it kind of looks worse on your legacy, especially when the matches aren't living up to it. At the very least, at least with and I hate to use him as an example, but it's the best one I can do. At the very least, when Undertaker left, the match that he had, which was a cinematic match, it was a great watch for everybody. Are we going to see that with Chris Jericho? That's the big question that I have, and it's like it's okay to at some point just be like, you know what, guys, I'm cool. We're good here. Now, do I think that he could stay in the business? Absolutely. I'm not. Yeah, but like as far as keep continuously wrestling where he is now, where he's not looking as good as he used to be, or where he could be, nah. I think I've seen better fights in a Walmart parking lot.
Ooh.
Better looking fighters too.
Jump in here, Trev, man. What you think of the tree?
I mean, I agree with all of that. I think another thing that kind of weighs heavy on this next gimmick, I guess, with Jericho is like he used to be the guy. I don't know if everyone said it, but I always used to say that like he could make any gimmick work. He could reinvent himself over and over and over again. And we even saw that when he first got to AEW and started his Le Champion reign. Like it was great. And now he's got like, I don't know, his third or fourth stable and gimmick and all of that, but he hasn't changed in any way. The past 5-6 years of his career, he's just been the same, done the same matches, all the same stuff. And it's like, if you're not going to keep evolving, it's going to get stale fast. And, you know, he seems to be kind of aging rapidly in the ring. And I think it's time for him to just maybe not even retire, but, you know, tone it down some, maybe go to more of like a manager role and just be like a personality. But he especially should not be going out and like winning feuds like that.
Yeah, I got you.
Like,
Jump back. Yeah, jump back in here, Jay Will.
So like the biggest thing that really bothers me that a lot of people really haven't talked about is the simple fact that he made a group to literally have people suck his dick. The Jericho Appreciation Society. Like we're not going like, come on, dog. If you don't need that built-in morale boost to yourself to stay relevant in wrestling, like, come on, dog. Like we dog when we had the list. Oh, we was all in for it. That list shit was hilarious. It was funny. It was great. He was still putting on good matches. Like when he got to AEW, you know what? Y'all know what I'm getting at here.
There goes our monetization, whatever. I can't even say it because of what you just said. Christ.
My bad.
Just right.
My bad.
It's
Monetization. That's the word you're looking for. There you go.
hey, if it's gone, can we say whatever we want now?
Yeah, go ahead. You know what?
If y'all are getting paid anyway.
Nah, man. But hey, you valid points all around. But just to keep the conversation flowing, man, we love some good feuds. I think we all can enjoy that. So, rapid questions, real quick. So which feud are you liking more? Are you liking the Sami Zayn Chad Gable feud or the Uso and Damian Priest feud so far? Which one you liking more? Coming to you, Jay Will.
I'm going with the Chad Gable feud a little bit more because I don't think that they're going to take that title off of Damian Priest anytime soon.
Okay. Trev, talk to me. Which one you like more, Sami Zayn and Chad Gable or Uso and Damian Priest?
Sammy and Chad. First of all, I think I'm majorly in the minority. That was the wrong way to say that. Of people who wanted Sami Zayn to be at Mania and to win. I understand why everyone wants Chad Gable, and I agree with it. But I specifically wanted this feud to happen right after that, and I'm glad it is. And the direction they're going with Gable, like turning heel and trying to get his whole group to turn with him, I think honestly it might be one of the most interesting things in wrestling right now. Whereas the other feud's good, I don't think they're doing as good.
I rock with it. King Mel, talk to us. Which feud you enjoying so far right now?
Hey, Trev, did you know I'm in a minority with you? Because I want some money off of Jay Will because of that feud. Thank you. When Sammy won the belt at WrestleMania, when I was there live, you was there, Mar was there. Hey, Jay Will. Yeah, it was a great feud. And I do like the fact that Chad Gable is walking around calling his group a bunch of losers. He told Maxine Dupree, "Oh, you proud about 2 eliminations? Did you have where your belt? Where your belt?"
You want participation trophy?
Walked up to Tozawa and Otis, told them, "Y'all need to go out there and win them belts." And Tozawa, I better not see that dance. When he did that, I was like, "Oh, he mean business. This feud is heating up." Because at this point, when you tell Tozawa not to dance, you got me right here. You got me right here. That Tozawa dance is amazing. So, and the fact that he just completely snapped.
Yeah, I like it. I dig it.
So I can't wait for their match to happen. I hope he come out with the Kurt Angle headgear when Kurt Angle was bald and he was wearing the wig.
Yo, stop.
He come out with the headgear on.
Stop.
That would be kind of dope for me. But, hey.
Wow for that. Oh man, y'all wild, man. So let's jump into a 30-second shot clock. We're gonna steal something from the Man Cave Sports Podcast. 30 seconds on the clock. Give me your quick opinions on the draft. Trev, 30 seconds. Go.
It was cool. It was all right. I think they could have switched it up more. I think a lot of people are probably going to agree with that. It kind of seems pointless if you're not really doing too much. I understand if you can't, but maybe don't do a draft and make a whole thing about it for 2 nights. The NXT call-ups are cool though. I'm excited about that, but that's really it.
Boom. Cool. Jay Will, 30 seconds. Give me your thoughts on the draft. Go.
I agree with Trev. My unfortunate thoughts is the simple fact that like we haven't seen much changes as far as talent that's from the main roster moving from one show to another. But we did see some big call ups, some call ups that we expected, like Carmelo, Braun. Like we got to see that happen. But then Blair Davenport came up. Like we got to see some interesting picks from the NXT, which could have been writing on the wall for
Yeah,
some.
good job, Jay Will. All right, King Mel, 30 seconds.
Dang.
Give me your opinions on the draft and go.
All right, yeah. So basically, with the draft, how I viewed it was different from everybody else. I just viewed it as everybody being free agents, and it was kind of interesting seeing people get drafted from NXT. That's all I got to say.
Hey, and you left about 15 seconds on the clock. Boy, you were quick with it.
I'm gonna take his 15 seconds. One more
Go ahead.
thing. Y'all notice how Odyssey Jones got drafted to Raw twice, and we ain't seen that man once? They drafted him a second time. He's been on the bench a whole year.
Hey, bro. Hey, don't do Odyssey like that, man. Yo, that's wild. All right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as this episode of In the Four Corners air, right after we end, Backlash is on. So we're gonna talk a quick backlash predictions, or you don't have to give a full prediction, or just kind of what you're looking forward to. Obviously, we got RKO versus the Bloodline, Tomatonga, MFT, and Solo Sokoa. Jay Will, talk to me. What are you looking forward to in this match right here?
I'm looking forward to the Tomatonga match with Solo Sikoa. I'm really interested in seeing where he goes because the presentation and the rollout for him has been outstanding. Somehow Roman's off TV, but the Bloodline is still steadily a conversation.
Like it. I dig it. I dig it. King Mel, talk to me.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see RKO get it versus the Bloodline because this will be Tomatonga's first WWE official match.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Bloodline needs to definitely win this match.
Word. Okay. Tuning out a trail. Talk to us.
I agree. I'm excited to see what Tama's gonna do as a WWE star. He's already kind of been killing it. The biggest thing I'm impressed with this is that Randy and Kevin Owens are sticking together, at least for now, because I think they were an underrated part of the Mania build, and I love seeing them together.
Mm-hmm.
So if they stay a team, I'm not gonna be mad. They need to lose though. They don't need to win this at all.
As much as I love Randy as a solo heel guy, a bad guy, he's actually surprisingly a good tag partner. He's been killing it as a tag partner with KO. I don't like what's his name? I didn't care for Riddle, but I did like RK Bro. It was entertaining. I didn't, as much as I don't like him, it was entertaining. I'm not gonna hate. So he's made a great tag partner. But let's move on. Speaking of tag, let's not spend too much time on this because I think it's a definite Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca and Jade. I think we all agree that the titles are changing hands. Anybody disagree?
Yes, titles are changing.
I think they probably are, but I don't think it's a definite. I think they should, but
Okay.
I could see them dragging it out.
Okay.
Now, how much did I bet you the last time?
You put a 5 spot on it. You want to lose another 5?
All right, Mel, let's run that back. I can't hear you.
Sure, man.
All right, cool. 5 spot on it.
Wait, hold on. Let's clear this up. So who you got on the match, Jay Will?
I got the black ones The black women's.
You got Bianca and Jade.
I got Bianca and Jay winning.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, you agreeing to this, Mel? I just want to clear this up. You agreeing to this?
Hey man,
I got 5 on it.
I got a follow-up question. If Trev was to come on the show, who would you replace him with?
Is that just a question to everybody?
No, just the male.
Oh.
Well,
Just
you
the,
know,
just the male, because after what Jay Will just said, the obvious answer.
look, you see, you right though. I ain't even gotta say nothing.
Man is sitting backstage drawing up contracts right now.
This man is the heel of the heel. I love it. He's like Rick Rude level heel, DX NWO level heel, like worthless pieces of trash heel type. Damn, Jay Will, you was on fire.
Man. Hey, it's wild.
I'm sorry, you know I'll be back here listening, and I'm like, damn, what the hell he got on tonight? Little behind the scenes, he does not smoke. You guys that don't, he don't smoke. He should, cause damn.
Hey, you know what it was?
Wakanda forever.
Hey, you know what it was? I got some cutty last night, Uncle George.
That man said the black women's like, damn, they ain't got no name. You know what I'm saying? Just cause they black.
Hey, he got some cutty.
I don't got no kabuki in my blood.
All right.
Sorry, man. The show's kind of running real quick this day. I had to add something in real quick.
I got you, Doug. I got you, producer.
Oh my man, the man said 30 seconds about the bloodline. The bloodline's great. I just want the black women's. He sound like Jameis Winston. He's the Jameis Winston of wrestling.
Hey man, come on, go back, man. Let's finish this up, man. We got a triple threat for the WWE Women's Championship. Yeah, my little boo thing, Bailey. We got Tiffany Stratton, and Naomi in the triple threat. Talk to me, Trev. How you feeling about this triple threat?
I feel like this is just wasting time till Tiffy gets the belt at some point. And I feel like it's Tiffy time now. I wish that she'd walk out with it. I don't think she's going to. I think they're gonna build that a little bit more. She might get Money in the Bank or something, but I think the sad thing is that Naomi's getting overshadowed again.
Yeah.
Like she always seems to. But I don't really want to talk about her in the match right now anyway, so I guess that's partly my fault too. I think this is gonna be a good one.
Jay Will, jump up in here, man.
I kind of disagree with Trev. I do think that Naomi has done so much in the industry that she can, take a moment to be overshadowed just to help build up someone else. However, I think that we are going to get a larger build between with Bailey and Tiffany Stratton. I think we're going to get a longer. I think we're going to see her take it at another event.
Okay. Talk to us, King Mel. How you feeling about this one?
Yeah, pretty much. I believe Naomi should win this match, but at the same time, Bailey has to walk out still with her champion, so her WrestleMania moment could mean something.
Okay. Yeah. Can we all agree that is Tiffany Stratton probably one of those ones that you better keep your eye on? She might be one of those next ones that, hey, she might be at the top of that women's division rather sooner than later. I think we all can agree on that for sure.
For sure.
Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. I know we saw Cody Rhodes in action against Carmelo, but now he actually defends against AJ Styles. Talk to me, King Mel. How you feeling about this matchup?
Cody Rhodes better win. Cody Rhodes, if you know what's good for your life, you better make sure you win this match. Go ahead and lose this match to AJ Styles and watch every Roman Reigns fans pull up on you and say, what do you want to talk about?
You sound like you were threatening personally. Cody, if you know what's good for you, you're gonna win, or I'm gonna come at your house, bro.
Yeah, that sounds personal for real. Trev, jump in here, man. What you feel about this matchup right here?
Match is gonna be a banger. That's really all I got to say. Cody's gonna win. He's gonna keep that for a while, but this is about to be a great match.
Yeah. I think the first time these two meet up, if I'm
Ever.
correct. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's gonna be live. Jay Will, talk to us, man. How you feeling about Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles?
I feel the same way Trev does. I think it's going to be a great match, but ultimately we know that Cody's going to win that match. Like he needs to win that match. He needs to win that match. Not just beat he beat Roman Cool. Now keep it.
Oh yeah.
You can't lose it at the next event.
I love the emphasis you put on that, bro. I love that.
Yeah.
He what? He needs
to keep that belt at least till the next event.
No, he needs to keep it at least through SummerSlam. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a fact. You know what? Yeah, facts.
SummerSlam, he need to keep that belt to Mania. Y'all wow. Go ahead and lose the belt at one of these lame ass PLEs that's not WrestleMania. And I mean the Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. Go ahead, Cody. I'm telling you, you're gonna be the meme of 2024 or 2025. Go ahead, man.
That I'm pulling up.
Hey, for real. Nah, I love it. And then, of course, you got the World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest, Jay Uso. Talk to me, Jay Will. How you feeling about this matchup?
As much as I love Jey Uso, I don't see him winning that match. You can't build up a character who's finally got his chance to get that title in his hands, and then he dropped that joint so soon. Because wasn't his 6-man tag match was his first match that he actually had since Mania? Wasn't that his first match? Yeah. Nah. Your first title defense and then you lose it? Nah, I can't. No.
Can't do a player?
Nah.
Can't do a player. I hear you, dog. King Mel, jump on in here, man.
All right, just to disagree with Jay Will, Yeet is about to win the title just because.
Man, y'all run 5 on it. Run 5 on it. I dare y'all.
Just because that man cashed in Money in the Bank, and nobody care about the Money in the Bank cash-ins.
I dare y'all to run 5 back on it. I dare y'all.
Damian Priest about to have a Dolph Ziggler reign.
Ooh.
Nah, man, y'all need to put 5 on it. Y'all just ain't gonna sit here and just talk like that to each other. I need y'all to put 5 on it, man.
No, run 10.
I know we over here instigate like a bug, right, Trev? Trev, man, talk to us. Damian Priest, Jey Uso, World Heavyweight Championship. Give us your thoughts.
I think Priest is winning this one. I think they're gonna give him the belt for a little bit. It's kind of hard to say. I want to say that this is like a proving ground match for both of them. They've both kind of proven themselves already a few times, but I think specifically like this is Damian Priest's time to prove that he can hold it as champion and not just be fancy cash in and then drop it immediately. And this is Jey Uso's time to prove that he can be a main event guy outside of the bloodline, like up on pay-per-views and stuff and championship matches. So I think they both got a little bit of their work cut out for him, but hopefully they'll pull it off and this one will be good too. I think Priest is still walking away with it though.
Yeah. Now, dope little card. I think Priest is definitely walking away from it. But I got a feeling somebody's about to they about to mess with Jay and be the reason why he don't win, to help kind of throw a little gasoline on a little bloodline feud, if you know what I'm talking about. I think.
Man, imagine Jimmy comes out and does that again.
Nah, I don't think it's Jimmy.
I don't either. But imagine this guy just got his ass kicked by the bloodline and Incel Jimmy still shows up and messes with Jay again. He's like, please, Solo, please let me stay in the bloodline.
Well,
please.
Anybody but Jay. That's Jimmy motto.
Hey, he big bro. That's why he trying to big bro him, man.
You know what I want to see? I want to see some Bella Twins twin magic happen in this match. I want to see Jimmy Uso jump in there and take the pin for Jay.
But like, hey, it wasn't me that lost that match.
Wasn't me. I'm Jimmy. I'm the other one.
Nah, man, that's dope, man. Great show today. Great show today, man. We definitely appreciate Trev joining us tonight. One more time, man. Drop them socials where the people can find you at, Trev, man.
That's right. Again, you can head over to BWO, head over to the Elbow Drop, find me there sometimes. If you're looking for me personally, I got music out anywhere for Clarity Music, or for Clarity Official. Find me on one of those and it'll spread around. Check it out. Thank you all for having me on here. It was a blast. I'll be in touch about some future appearances.
No doubt.
Definitely, we about to delegate about that in a second.
I can't. Producer, man, you've been killing me today, bro. Nah, definitely. Jay Will, drop them socials for the peoples, man.
Yo, you can find me on Facebook at the In the Four Corners of Wrestling group as Jay Will with 1L, and you can find me on X/Twitter at 4CB_Jay Will.
Word. And the one and the royal man himself, King Mel. Tell them where they can find you, man.
You can find me at hashtag Let's Get Trev a Contract on Twitter. And you can find me on IG at @ Let Trev Take J Will's spot for the My GM. And on Facebook at Jemell Scroggins.
Yo, people was wilding today, man. Hey, y'all was wilding today. And hey, man, y'all know where y'all can find me. KC Wildcard on the Twitter, ILW Sports Network. And then, of course, every Mondays with my fellas at Corner Boyz as we do the My GM 2K24, hosted by Mike Hollywood. Gotta say it. Hollywood Mike T on Mondays as the 4C boys try to book our own wrestling shows. Take video games, smash it with wrestling. That's what you get. And then make sure you tap in Sundays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moments of wrestling with your man, King Mel. And then, of course, on Saturday, in the Four Corners of Wrestling, the podcast made from wrestling fans for wrestling fans. And please don't forget the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Go on over to 613 Faye Productions, the YouTube channel, and catch all that great content from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Hey, it's been a dope episode. Go enjoy Backlash. We'll be back next week to talk more wrestling. And don't forget, hey, leaders is for the professionals, man. Don't try this at home. 4C boys, foes up, paws down. We out. Peace.